What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Tyson Fury to join WWE, Triple H honors Randy Orton, and MJF confirms interest in joining WWE, Randy Orton misses John Cena, a WWE superstar death hoax, the Wyatt family reunites for Brody, WWE fans underwhelmed, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Now, first story looks at Tyson Fury to join WWE. Now, top story today takes a look at a potential boxing megastar Tyson Fury potentially having a run in WWE. Last night, Fury retained his WBC heavyweight title after beating Dillian Whyte at Wembley Stadium in the UK. During the post-match press conference, Fury was asked about the idea that he may be looking to join WWE and work with them in some capacity. He mentioned, "Don't rule me out fighting there, you might see me at SummerSlam. I have to speak to Vince and the boys to maybe make this happen. I know that Drew McIntyre has been saying a lot of things about me. I'll have to knock him out. I'd love to be at Cardiff, back at the centre stage in the UK, especially for the wrestling. I enjoyed it last time in Saudi Arabia. It was fantastic. To come here and do it would be phenomenal. We're definitely going to make a bit of contact to see if we can make that SummerSlam thing a reality." There have been rumours that WWE are looking to build towards Drew McIntyre vs Fury at the UK pay-per-view. As Fury mentioned during the post-fight press conference, this wouldn't be his first appearance in WWE. He wrestled Braun Strowman at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view in 2019, and whilst the match didn't exactly light the world on fire, Fury wrestling someone of the calibre of McIntyre should ultimately result in a much more superior match. Fury has a love and respect for the wrestling business, and this always goes a long way in getting the fans to accept a celebrity getting involved in pro wrestling. What do you guys think of McIntyre vs Fury at the UK pay-per-view? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Triple H honors Randy Orton. This week, WWE have been celebrating the 20th anniversary of Randy Orton debuting on the main roster. Superstars such as John Cena have been paying tribute to the WWE legend, and Orton's former mentor is the latest to pay tribute via social media. He tweeted, "Only a few actually make it to the very top of WWE. Almost no one can do it for 20 years. I've had the honor of watching Randy Orton do just that and become the star, the performer, the leader, the man, and the father I always knew he would. Congrats on 20 years, Randy." Orton will reply to his former Evolution stablemate by tweeting, "I know it took some patience with me in the beginning, but thank you for not giving up on me. I couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Everyone that crosses paths with you in this business is better for it, whether it's inside the ring or out. Thank you." With Triple H officially retiring at WrestleMania 38 a number of weeks ago, Orton is officially Triple H's last ever opponent. The two wrestled on pay-per-view at the Super Showdown pay-per-view in 2019 before they had a street fight on Raw in early 2021. Next up, MJF confirms interest in joining WWE. AEW star MJF appeared at the UK Wrestling Convention for the love of wrestling this weekend. As well as reluctantly signing autographs, he took part in a special Q&A session with the lucky fans in attendance. One fan asked MJF if he has a genuine interest in joining WWE once his contract expires. He mentioned, "It's an interesting question. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but on January 1st, 2024, I'm going to be a free agent. Who here would want to see me in WWE? So let me explain something to you people. I did not get in this business to make any of you happy. I got in this business to make as much money as humanly possible. And if Vince Kennedy McMahon is willing to shell out more money than Tony Khan, then yes, I would go to WWE." MJF jumping ship to the WWE would be huge, and someone of MJF's nature would without a doubt be a monumental signing for WWE. Next up, Randy Orton confirms Roman Reigns' future. WWE recently uploaded a video on their YouTube channel featuring Randy Orton, and in this video, Orton reacted to some of the greatest moments of his WWE career. During the video, Orton claims that Roman Reigns has plans to leave for Hollywood, but when he does, Orton will be still in the WWE. He stated, "I'm sure he's got Dwayne Johnson's agent's number on speed dial. Roman will be in Hollywood. I'll still be here. I'm in my prime, ladies and gentlemen. I got a long way to go. My legacy will be that I did it longer than anybody." Now, this was an interesting comment from Orton, and Orton presents his words as a definitive statement. Do you think we'll see Roman Reigns in Hollywood very soon? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Randy Orton really misses John Cena. Speaking of a recent YouTube video featuring Orton reflecting on his career, in this same video he would discuss John Cena. Orton openly declared that Cena was his favorite opponent and that he misses him dearly. He stated, "I love John. He was my favorite opponent. Coming up through my career, I learned a lot from him. I just remember it being like every other match I had with John, especially big match John, whether it was Mania, SummerSlams, Royal Rumbles, you name it. He always had the crowd in the palm of his hand. It was a little because they loved him so much or they hated him so much. He really knew how to get these emotions from them. So it was not just some coincidence. Dude's a genius. I miss you, John. I miss you." Fans would love to see Cena and Orton wrestle one more time before both officially retire. However, with Cena's WWE appearances being extremely limited, this seems very unlikely. Nevertheless, if Cena decides to officially retire from WWE, Orton would be the perfect final opponent for him. Next up, WWE Fans Underwhelmed. WWE's next premium live event offering is set to take place in 2 weeks' time. WrestleMania Backlash will be the first pay-per-view following WrestleMania 38, and fans have taken to social media to openly criticize the lackluster match card. It looked like WWE were going to have Shinsuke Nakamura receive a huge push and face Roman Reigns at the big event, but that doesn't appear to be the case. In fact, it looks like Reigns won't be defending either of his titles at all. WWE have taped all the editions of SmackDown leading to WrestleMania Backlash, and it looks like WWE is moving on to the Reigns vs McIntyre feud, completely alienating Nakamura's push. It's unclear if WWE will book Reigns vs Drew for the show, but the match having only 1 week of build on television seems to make very little sense. There are some highlights: the Usos vs RK Bro in a title unification match and Cody Rhodes vs Seth Rollins Part 2 should both be outstanding matches. Unfortunately, the rest of the card has matches like Madcap Moss vs Happy Corbin, a match which really doesn't warrant a place on the premium live event match card. Next up, Wyatt Family Reunion. The Wyatt family were one of the most popular stables in WWE history. The group consisted of Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and they had memorable feuds with the likes of John Cena, The Shield and even the ECW originals. This weekend, the group reunited for a photo at the For the Love of Wrestling event, and the group paid tribute to the late great Luke Harper. Braun would even take to Twitter to write, "War, death, famine, pestilence, forever the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, for Brody." Next up, superstar death hoax. There were some rather sinister rumors circulating Facebook yesterday that former WWE and WCW star Virgil had passed away, but thankfully Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful confirmed that isn't the case and Virgil is very much alive. Taking to Twitter, the notable and reliable wrestling journalist tweeted, "There's a post going around on Facebook claiming that Virgil had passed away that some readers passed along. His manager has confirmed to me that is false. Virgil is still alive." Rumors of this nature are distasteful and very offensive, and those people in spreading the harmful rumors should really be ashamed of themselves. And finally, Bo Dallas to join AEW. Our final story takes a possibility of Bo Dallas signing with AEW. Following the former NXT champion's WWE release in 2021, he's taken a step back from the wrestling world. Bo has happily been working on other projects, but it looks like he's finally ready to step back into the squared circle. During his appearance at the For the Love of Wrestling event, Bo was asked by a fan if he has any interest in joining AEW. He revealed that he plans to return to the ring in the next 3 months and he wants to face one of his arch rivals, Puck. They had an insanely memorable feud in NXT over the NXT title, and it's often cited as some of the best work of Bo's career. Would you guys like to see Bo in AEW? Let us know in the comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.